Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the new chapter of social science, which is again related with history. Earlier we have discussed two chapters, that is the social reformers of India and nationalism in India. Now today we are going to discuss about your fifth chapter, revolutionaries of India. In this chapter we are going to discuss about the various revolutionaries who has taken active part and sacrificed their lives for the freedom struggle movement, for the freedom of our country. So we can say that the revolutionary activities which were started first in India was by the person called Vasudev Balwant Phadke. He is remembered for initiating the revolutionary activities in India. So first we will discuss about Vasudev Balwant Phadke. Vasudev Balwant Phadke is known as the pioneer of the revolutionary activities in India. Pioneer means the first person who started the revolutionary activities. He worked in Pune, but unjust and partial approach of the British government irritated him so much that he left his job. When he saw the injustice which was done by the Britishers towards the Indians, he left his job and decided to take part in the revolutionary activities for the freedom of our country. He has taken a very important vow. Vow means what? Pledge or promise. He has taken a promise that he will not apply tilak on his forehead and he will not cut his hair till he free India from the clutches of the British government. So he was a very active member. He had started a group of revolutionaries and the name which was given to the group was Ramoshi. Now British government was so much scared of Vasudev Balwant Phadke that he was declared as a wanted person, and it was declared that whoever will catch Vasudev Balwant Phadke and bring him to the British will be given a prize of rupees 4,000. He trained young men to attack the British camps. What type of work was done by Vasudev Balwant Phadke? So he has trained the young persons to attack on the British camp, to rob the government treasury and to use guns and other weapons. The British government became desperate to arrest him at any cost. The British government was very much scared of Vasudev Balwant Phadke. So Vasudev Balwant Phadke was ultimately arrested at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. means early in the morning. At 3 a.m. he was arrested while he was asleep in a village in Hyderabad district. He was put in jail, but he fled away from there. Fled away means what? Ran away from there, and he jumped over the wall and he ran away from the jail, and he ran till 25 kilometers. But at the end he was caught and he was tortured in the jail. He died in the Eden prison in February 1883 CE as a result of his protest in the form of hunger strike. So he went on hunger strike in the jail, and ultimately he died due to the hunger strike. Now the second revolutionary was Veer Savarkar. His full name was Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. He was also born in Maharashtra on 28th May 1883 in Bhagur village of Nasik district in Maharashtra. He fostered the revolutionary ideas right from his childhood. From the very childhood, Veer Savarkar, he had the ideas of revolutionary activities in his mind. He had started an organization which was known as Mitra Mela, and later on it was renamed as Abhinav Bharat. Now what was the main of this main aim of this organization of Mitra Mela? The main objective was to free India from the British rule with the help of armed revolt. So in Mitra Mela he used to gather the young people who were interested to take part in the revolutionary activities to free India from the British clutches. Now Veer Savarkar is very well known because he was the very first person who kindled the British foreign clothes. Kindle means what? To burn. He was the first person who has burnt, who has burnt the foreign clothes to protest against the British. He acquired the scholarship from the Institute of Shyamji Krishna Verma and went to London for further studies. Now, who is Shyamji Krishna Verma? That is in this chapter only we will discuss later on. Shyamji Krishna Verma, he used to give the scholarship to the Indian students who wanted to go for further studies. So, Veer Savarkar also received the scholarship from Shyamji Krishna Verma for the further studies, and he went to London for the higher studies. He has written a very important book. Veer Savarkar has written a book named 1857 India's First Freedom Struggle. We have studied about the revolt of 1857. On that revolt, Veer Savarkar has written a book, but that book was not allowed to be published. It was banned before it was published, because in that he has given his thoughts, all the revolutionary thoughts. So the book was banned. He was arrested in 1910 for his association with the India House. India House was in London, which was started by Shyamji Krishna Verma. So because he was associated with the India House, he was arrested and he was put into jail. He was given the punishment of 2 life imprisonments. Now 2 life imprisonment means what? 1 life imprisonment was of 25 years. So once his 1 life imprisonment is over, then again for 25 years he will have to stay back in the jail if he is alive. So that is called 2 life imprisonment. So Veer Savarkar was given 2 life imprisonments in the jail. That is, he was supposed to stay in the jail for 50 years. He was put into the cellular jail in Andaman and Nicobar, and at that time that jail was considered to be a very strict jail, the jail in the Andaman and Nicobar, and whoever gets the punishment over there, it was called Sazae Kala Pani. There they were taken, and later due to the poor health he was kept under the house arrest in Ratnagiri district in Maharashtra, and Veer Savarkar died on 26th February 1966. So he was kept in the jail, but afterwards his health deteriorated, his health spoiled, and so he was kept in house arrest. What is house arrest? That I have already explained you once. So he was kept in house arrest in Ratnagiri, and there he died on 26th February 1966. Now the next revolutionary was Khudiram Bose. Khudiram Bose was born on 3rd December 1889 in village Habibpur of the Midnapur district in Bengal. He lost his parents in his childhood and was raised by the teacher named Satyen Babu, and he got this revolutionary, he was inspired by his teacher to take part in the revolutionary activities. He participated in the non-cooperation movement and kindled the foreign clothes. Now Khudiram Bose is very well known in the history for one work which he used to do. He was a very good swimmer. So what he used to do, that the British boats which used to carry the salt, we all know that Dandi March was carried out by Gandhiji to break the salt law. So Khudiram Bose also, what he used to do, he was against the British government, against the salt law, because the tax was levied on the salt. So what he used to do, he used to swim in the river, and the boats which used to carry the salt which was manufactured by the British factories, he used to topple them. Topple them means what? Unko ulta gira dene ka. So he used to topple up the boats in the river. So all the salt used to get mixed up in the water, and you know that when salt mixes with the water, it melts. So this is how the salt which was manufactured by the British factories, that was destroyed. So he was very much well known for toppling the boats which was carrying the salt. In this way he used to break the unjust salt law. On 30th April 1908, Khudiram Bose and Praful Chakki, these 2 friends were there. His friend was Praful Chakki. They both got together and threw a bomb on the carriage of the Judge Kingsford to kill him. Carriage means उनका जो बग्गी होती है, उस वक्त बग्गी में जाते थे ना, that is called carriage. They both threw a bomb on his carriage to kill the judge. But Judge Kingsford, he survived, but along with him, the wife and daughter of lawyer Kennedy were there, and they both died in the attack. When being surrounded, Praful Chakki shot himself before the police could arrest him, and Khudiram Bose was captured and hanged. So Khudiram Bose, he was the first youngest martyr, we can say, because he was hanged at a very early age of 18 years. So Khudiram Bose was the first youngest martyr to be hanged at the age of 18 years. Now next revolutionary was Ram Prasad Bismil. Now Ram Prasad Bismil was born in Shahjahanpur in the United Province of Uttar Pradesh in 1897 CE. He was the kingpin of the Kakori conspiracy, where the revolutionary hatched a plan to rob a train carrying the treasury, for which he was sentenced to death. Now Ram Prasad Bismil in the history is known for a very important incident that is called Kakori conspiracy. Kakori train was there which was going to Kakori, which was carrying the British government's treasury. Wealth was there, so much of treasure was there. So he was the master planner who planned out to rob that train, to rob the treasury, to take away all the wealth and use it for purchasing the arms and weapons. For that he was caught and he was given the punishment of death. He had also started an organization which was named as Hindustan Republican Association, and Bhagat Singh used to accompany him for his work. Ram Prasad Bismil was also a very good poet. He used to write the poems in Hindi and Urdu languages, and he had translated the books also, books Catherine from English and Bolshevikian in Kartut from Bengali. His poems inspired patriotic fervor among the Indians. So he was a very well known poet and writer. He had translated the books from English and Bengali, both the languages, and he died on 19th December 1927 at Gorakhpur, UP. Now the next revolutionary was Chandrasekhar Azad. Chandrasekhar Azad's real name was Chandrasekhar Sitaram Tiwari. Chandrasekhar Sitaram Tiwari, he was born on 23rd July 1906 in Bhavra village of Ali Rajpur district in Madhya Pradesh. Now he received his preliminary education from Kashi, but he was a nationalist since his childhood. From the very childhood he has the thoughts of nationalism in his heart. He had also participated in the non-cooperation movement. So when he participated in the non-cooperation movement, at that time he was very young. So when he was arrested, very important incident is there about Chandrasekhar Azad, that when he was arrested, at that time the police was not having the handcuffs. Handcuff means what? Hathkadi. They were not having the handcuffs of the size of Chandrasekhar Azad's hands. His hands were so small that they were not having the handcuffs of his size. And then when he was taken into the court and the judge asked him about his introduction, he gave a very different kind of introduction about himself. He said that his name was Azad, his father's name was Freedom, and his house, his residence was prison. So that is why it is said that Chandrasekhar Azad was a very brave person. He was not scared of anyone. He gave his introduction very bravely in the court that his name is Azad and his father's name is Freedom and his house is prison. So because of this sentence, the introduction which he gave, he became very popular as Azad. He was popularly known as Azad. He had also accompanied Ram Prasad Bismil in the Kakori train robbery conspiracy. During this conspiracy, 40 revolutionaries were arrested, but Azad managed to escape. The British government announced a bounty. Bounty means what? A prize to catch him. But Azad has taken a vow that he will not be caught alive with the hands of British government. So once what happened, that he was resting in the Alfred Park, and there he was surrendered by all the British officers. But he was very brave person. So single-handedly he had a fight with the British soldiers. While fighting, when he realized that now it is not possible to defeat the British soldiers, he shot himself. उन्होंने अपने आप को ही गोली मार ली, because he has taken about that I will not get caught alive by the British government. मैं जिंदा तो उनके हाथ में आऊँगा नहीं. So he shot dead himself. After he died, the British soldiers, they were very then also after his death also the British soldiers were scared to go near his dead body. So to his dead body also, on his dead body also, again they have shot 2 to 3 bullets to confirm that he is dead. That much scared all the British soldiers were of the Chandrasekhar Azad. Now the next revolutionary was Bhagat Singh, Shahid Bhagat Singh. We all know him. Bhagat Singh was born on 28th September 1907 in Banga village of Lyalpur district in Punjab. He had also taken active part in all the revolutionary activities. He was one of the main leader of the Hindustan Republican Association. He met Sukhdev, Bhagat Charan and Yashpal while studying in Lahore at Lahore National College. Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar Dutt threw a bomb in the Legislative Assembly on 8th April 1928. Now this is a very important incident which took place, that Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar Dutt, they threw a bomb on the Legislative Assembly. But after throwing the bomb, they both did not run away from there. They stayed there only and they started shouting the slogans, Inqilab Zindabad, Samrajyavad ka nash ho, Duniya ke Mazdoor ek ho. That is how they started shouting the slogans instead of running away after throwing the bomb. They also distributed the pamphlets with the revolutionary message, fired shots in the air and then surrendered themselves peacefully. बाद में उन्होंने अपने आप को पुलिस के हवाले कर दिया, but they did not run away from the spot. So Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajaguru killed the British officer Saunders to avenge the murder of Lala Lajpat Rai. We have studied earlier that Lala Lajpat Rai was killed. He died during the Lathi charge when he was doing the protest. So to take the revenge of the death of Lala Lajpat Rai, all these 3 people, they killed officer Saunders, and because of that all 3 of them were hanged on 23rd March 1931. Now the next revolutionary was Shyamji Krishna Verma. As I said earlier, that Shyamji Krishna Verma was working from London, but he was born on 4th October 1857 in Mandvi village of Kutch. He was a pioneer revolutionary activities abroad. Now remember here, don't get confused, the pioneer revolutionary activist from India was Vasudev Balwant Phadke, but the pioneer of revolutionary activities abroad, that means outside India, was Shyamji Krishna Verma. So Shyamji Krishna Verma used to do the revolutionary activities from London. He had started Indian Home Rule Society in London on 18th February 1905. His office was in his house only and it was given the name India House. So all the revolutionary activities were done from this India House. That was the main center for the revolutionary activities. He had also started a magazine called Indian Sociologist, in which he used to write all his revolutionary thoughts for the freedom of India. He was also associated with Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, Lala Hardayal, Madan Lal Dhingra, all these people. So Madan Lal Dhingra, he was also associated with Shyamji Krishna Verma. So once what happened, Madan Lal Dhingra, he shot dead Sir William Willey near Trafalgar Square in London, for which he was hanged to death. Now Madan Lal Dhingra was hanged. So the British officers, they thought of taking out some information about India House from Madan Lal Dhingra, though they were not successful. But Shyamji Krishna Varma felt unsafe in London, then that he might be caught and the revolutionary activities might get stopped. So he left London and he went to Paris, and from there afterwards he shifted to Switzerland, and ultimately he died in the year 1930 CE. But after that, the ashes of Shyamji Krishna Varma and his wife Bhanumati were brought to India on 4th September 2003 at Mandvi, and a memorial called Kranti Tirth is dedicated to him, is constructed in Mandvi, where they have kept all the replica of India House and galleries dedicated to the activities of the Indian independence movement are constructed, and the urns containing the ashes are kept in there. The urns were travelled throughout Gujarat to pay them the homage. So before taking the ashes to this Kranti Tirth in Mandvi, the ashes were taken in the whole India as to pay the homage to the revolutionary. And the next, she was a lady revolutionary. Her name was Madam Bhikaji Cama. She was born on 24th September 1861 in Mumbai. She stayed in London from 1902 to 1907. So during her stay in London, she met Shyamji Krishna Varma, who was doing the revolutionary activities in London, and there she was associated with Shyamji Krishna Varma in establishing the Indian Home Rule Society. She was present in the second International Socialist Conference held in Stuttgart of Germany in 1907. She was having so much of daring that she took the courage, she had the courage to unfurl the Indian flag in the Stuttgart Assembly Conference, the conference which was held in Germany. There she was the first person to unfurl the Indian tricolor with the slogan written on it, Vande Mataram. This is the flag which was unfurled by Madam Cama in the conference of Germany. This flag is having 8 flowers, lotus flowers, which represents the 8 provinces of the India, and the sun and the moon, which shows the Hindu-Muslim unity. So this is how Madam Bhikaji Cama was also a very bold and brave woman social revolutionary activist. She died on 13th August 1936 at Bombay due to illness. So this is how in this chapter, students, we have discussed about all the revolutionaries who has taken active part in the freedom movement and has sacrificed their life for the freedom of our country. So I hope the concepts are clear. Read the textbook once again and write the PDF in the Fair book. Thank you and have a nice day.